This is gonna be an anime review on the anime Q. Honestly, this anime really impressed me. Honestly, when I originally sat down to watch the show, I thought it's gonna be just like an idol show. And it's gonna be kind of boring. It's gonna be cutesy things happening. It's not really gonna be for me. But honestly, I was very impressed by what the show actually did with the story. Q is an anime that kind of reminded me of the anime Bakuman, but Bakuman was about becoming like a manga artist. But in this show is about basically becoming like a voice actress. I have to say, just like Bakuman's story setup, like I thought it might be a little bit boring, but this show does it well. This show does it well, just like Bakuman did it well. And honestly, I'm wondering why nobody's really talking about this anime. Like I know it's not the best thing to come out this season, but to me it's better than In the Land of Laydale, and a lot of people talking about that show right now this season. But in that show is okay. It's also good, but to me this one is a little bit better. Like In the Land of Laydale is more of a comedy, but this show is like it's not really a comedy. It's just more about them just going through like their day to day of trying to become a voice actress. But for some reason, that's just interesting to me. Like it never gets boring. But at the same time, I'm feeling like I'm enjoying the show way more than I should be right now. Cause like I should not be liking the show this as much as I actually am. It's just something about it. It just like clicks with me for some reason. I gotta say, the only bad thing I could say about the show is that the first episode introduced like 17 characters. Like 15 are the girls that's gonna be voice actresses, and like one of them's the manager, and the other character, the CEO of the agency. So it's a lot of characters in the show, and it's kind of like I don't remember their names, but their personalities and their character designs are all interesting to me. So the first episode begins with all the girls basically showing up to the new agency that just started up called Air Blue, where they only hire unexperienced talent. Like basically, they gotta have no prior accomplishments or no prior experience to get this job here. So the first episode basically goes over two things. It goes over the character introductions, and then they gotta act out a scene in the play called Hamlet. So since it's 15 girls that's acting, it basically takes up half the episode, and they all perform the role of Hamlet. Basically, they all perform very differently. And the main character goes last. Her name is Haruna. Yeah, Haruna. She's the main character of the show. Basically, she goes last and performs with this other girl. I can't remember the other girl's name right now, but apparently they do the best. They do the best job at it because like the way they portrayed the two characters was actually unique and interesting. They call it like original. So after they're done with their first lesson, they get told that they have an audition the same day, and that leads into the second episode. The second episode begins with all the girls learning about the manga that got turned into an anime that they all trying to play a part in. So basically, like about five different girls, including the main character, try to get the lead role in the show. And first, the main character she doesn't really know if she actually wants to do that character after everybody else picked her as well. So she gets kind of nervous. She gets kind of like intimidated, and she kind of backs away from the character. And like for like the majority of the episode, she's trying to figure out which character she wants to play as. But in the end, she just ends up going with the main character anyway. Now the main character she goes last. Haruna goes last, and basically the manga artist, the manga author is actually there watching as well. And I guess she likes her performance, and she doesn't know which character she should play as, so she keeps telling her to voice different roles, to voice act different roles and all that. And honestly, from this point, like I thought, like, oh yeah, she's gonna get the lead role and all that, or she's gonna get a big role in the story. But you don't find out the role that she gets into episode 3, and apparently she don't even get an important role. Basically, she's just gonna be called Student A. Like she got like a really lame role in the anime. And and like three other girls, they got main roles. This one girl, she got the secondary lead role. So she didn't do too well, but at least she still got a part in the anime. So I guess it's gonna just pick up from there. Maybe something might happen where she might have to fill in for somebody that gets sick or something. Who knows? I'm kind of curious about where the show goes. But the third episode picks up like basically it picks up from them like talking about they gonna be living in dorms because they said most new voice actresses don't really have income, so like they gonna have dorms set up for the new girls. They also said that the second floor of the dorms wasn't prepared yet. They said it's still getting renovated or something like that. But the third floor is, and they said they're gonna pick 8 girls to stay in there, but they haven't decided on 8 just yet. But after that conversation goes down, they found out that there's another project that they can work on. It's basically like an idol group. It's like an idol group anime. Basically, it's gonna be called Bogo. Basically, so they need 4 girls to play these parts, and they can only have 4. So basically, they got to decide who wants to do it and all that. And basically, a lot of them don't want to do it because like they just trying to be voice actresses, but they still get 4 girls to join in the end. So it all works out. Oh yeah, also about that idol anime, they need to have like 3 million yen to fund it. So basically, even if they do all that practice and training, like it still might not come to anything. It still might not work out because they still need 3 million yen to so like for somebody to offer for somebody to donate so they can even fund the whole project in the first place. So that was another reason why they didn't really want to do it. A lot of people didn't really want to do it because it wasn't a guarantee a job. So this is my anime review. The first 3 episodes of Q. Uh, Honestly, I think this anime is like a 7 out of 10. It's not too bad. It's not too good, but it's just right up my alley right now. I don't know why. It's just so good to me. I have no idea. Also, please subscribe. I'm new to YouTube, but I'll be making videos like every day of the week.